Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast.
Alright, so welcome to a brand new episode of Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. I'm Clint Maximus. Chris is in the house. How you doing, Chris?
Hello, I'm doing fine. How is you doing?
I'm alright. Are you sweating like a prostitute today?
I am sweating like like a pig's asshole.
Like a pig's asshole? That's even worse.
No, it's good. It's good. I smell like bacon.
Fair enough.
People want to lick me.
Oh, what kind of a day have you had today? What have you been up to?
I just woke up. No, I didn't just woke up. I woke up at 8 a.m.
I noticed that because I got up around 8 and I saw your message. Hey, dude, want to record? I was like, wow, he's up early today.
I'm always up early. Yeah.
What time did you wake up yesterday?
Oh, yesterday. Maybe like 11?
11, there you go. That's what I
Come
wanted
on. Yesterday, Saturday, I had a huge party, so I was drunk, so half drunk.
You were partying, and you were all like a big group of people together, or did you all do the whole social distancing thing?
What? Why? No, it's like family and friends, so it's people you see every day.
Yeah, that doesn't stop Corona. You think Corona sits there and goes, "Oh, wait, family and friends, we can't infect these guys."
It's people you see every day.
Exactly, every day. But you had fun. It was cool.
Yes.
Are you an Arak drinker or did you drink beer?
Oh no, beer.
Beer. All right.
Beer. I don't drink Arak. I only drink Arak when there's like a barbecue. And we can't have barbecues anymore.
That's all Lebanese. It's not just you. Barbecue, ara, yalla. Start making it. Bring the ice.
Yeah, ara is not like a drink you just drink for the sake of it. You drink when there's like a barbecue. That's it. But unfortunately, meat costs like so much money now. So. No more barbecues.
Meat costs. You may as well just cut off your arm and stick it on the barbecue. It'll taste better and it'll be cheaper. What games you playing as well lately? Anything good?
No, just Ghost of Tsushima. That's it.
Just polishing it off, yeah, getting it all finished.
Yes.
You going for the platinum?
Yes, of course.
Of course, I'm going for the platinum. Of course. What a question.
What a stupid question.
Cool. Right. Should we take a look at the latest news and see what's going on today?
Okay.
Let's take a look. So, first news story today is Xbox Game Pass is not a big moneymaker right now, but Microsoft is thinking long term. So, if you have Game Pass, I think it's such a wonderful thing because, you pay, what is it? $14 a month or something like that, or I think for the first month you get it for $1 or something, and you could just have this nice access to a library of games, like I think it's well over 100 games straight away, which is awesome. And the best thing is I like about Game Pass is that you'll have it on Xbox Series X as well. So as soon as you get it, straight away you've got Xbox Game Pass, and I'm pretty sure they're going to give that with the console. Like you'll get like a free month or something. I'm pretty sure of it. So. It's cool. I was reading the article, but you're using Game Pass a lot as well, or no?
Right now, no, because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and then I have to finish a lot of PlayStation games. So when I'm done playing PlayStation, I'll go back on Xbox. But here's the thing, though, I'm not really enjoying the original Xbox. It's like. Either I need to have the Xbox One X or just wait for the Xbox Series X, because the original Xbox, the first one, not even the S one, doesn't run games very smoothly. At least the S one has a better CPU, is boosted better, that does give better performance.
Yeah.
And most people have the S now, doesn't have the original Xbox, and it's like, some games they just don't run well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really hard for me, to go back to the original like 720p and not maybe hitting 900p. It's not even 1080p. It's very hard to go really like from 4K to 900p resolution.
Well, mind you, I mean, I'm still running the old. I think I got it like maybe a year or year and a half after it was released. So I still have the original Xbox One. But I just have a simple HD TV anyway, so I don't see a difference with anything. So for me, it looks all the same. But I think, like you said, if you because you have a 4K TV, yeah, so you're going to see a big difference when
Yeah, it's not just a 4K TV. It's a 4K TV with HDR that is validated by what is it? Let me check on the online. There's a.
I thought you were gonna go look at that. You know what I do? Just go look at the back of the TV. Give me a minute. You go around the back of the TV and have a look.
No. There's validation for HDR TVs. I forgot the name of the company. Visa certified.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if your TV has something like a sticker on it called Visa certified HDR, it has good HDR
That's good.
yeah, because a lot of TVs what they do is that they accept HDR signals but they don't actually output any HDR. You know what I mean? It's like they trick you. It's just SDR but with maybe a bit of glaring effect. It's not actual HDR. You need to have something called Visa certified display HDR stickered on the on the box, and you have certain levels. There's like 400, which is the lowest. There's 500, 600, 1000, 1400, and you have like true black, 400 true black, and 500 true black. Mine is 1400. Sorry, okay. 1000, not 1400. Okay. 1000. So that's like one level below the maximum you can get.
Well, that's cool. I just have a very simple HD.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that once you like experience really good HDR, it's like so you cannot go back to SDR. The game has to be like very good optimized for HDR. It has to be built from HDR, like Ghost of Tsushima.
I was about to say, how is Ghost of Tsushima then playing?
Oh, one of the best. Like it's up there with The Last of Us 2. It's like if you turn it off, it's the difference is from it's from night to day.
Yeah.
It's like the light feels more natural. The light feels like more orange, not like just yellow. Sunlight. Yeah, it feels more orange. The green's more luscious. Everything just looks way better.
That's nice.
Yeah. Sometimes people are like, oh, HDR is not that good or whatever. I don't see a difference or whatever. Because your TV doesn't have a good HDR.
Your TV is shit. Your TV is shite, my friend. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk more about that anyway, because we have some Ghost of Tsushima stories in the news today. But one thing I want to mention, coming back to the Xbox Game Pass thing, was, let me see, I think it's one of the marketing bosses for Xbox, which is Aaron Greenberg. Apparently what's happening is because of Game Pass, people have been asking, does Microsoft actually turn a profit with it? So he said in a statement, he said, we're always laughing. They said, please don't worry about us. Microsoft is going to be all right. We're going to make it. I think we're going to be okay. Apparently they have like a long-term strategy for this whole Game Pass thing. But in the end, it's Microsoft. They have, how much are they losing on games? Probably nothing. I think if anything, they said they're turning a profit, but not a big profit. So, man, I don't think they would even do Game Pass if they weren't making something out of it. Put it that way. So
maybe they're like thinking in a way they're gonna change the market, right? Because before you didn't had Netflix. If you want to, you had iTunes. So everything digital, you wanted to watch a movie, you just buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then Netflix came and just like, who buys movies digitally anymore? You know, they
just took a big dump on everybody. I think Netflix, here you go.
Exactly. They just like maybe wait a couple of months or like a year. They'll be probably on Netflix or like on Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever. That's they changed the market. So maybe Xbox is like thinking, we want to change the market where games are not like you have to buy. You can just like have a subscription. And it comes and goes like Netflix. So you have this movie, but what I really want is like, okay, this game is new, but I need to know how much is going to be last. Like in Netflix, you still don't know. Like, okay, this movie is new, but maybe months later it'll be gone. So So if I know at least when the game will be gone, I can play it right now.
Yeah, like it has like a timer. Like this game is on for the next, I don't know, let's say 40 days or something. So you've got 40 days to download it and play it before it's removed. That kind of thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I need a timer because, so I can like, okay, I played this game before. I can play, like Halo Infinite, which I know it's going to be on it forever because it's, it's like Netflix original. It's not going to go away.
Yeah.
But also like, here's the thing, what I'm really scared about a subscription. It's like, if games are not going to be bought at $60 or $70 or whatever, I feel like they're going to be so lazy, or maybe they're not going to put the amount of effort they need to put to make a very high quality game like Uncharted or The Last of Us Part 2. Like, maybe they would go for quantity except than quality, right? Because we have like over 10,000 games or whatever on this subscription on PS Now, and Xbox is like, we have 20,000 games, on Xbox Game Pass. And it's not about the quality anymore; it's about the quantity, and I'm really scared about it because I don't want to lose I don't want to live in a world where we're not gonna get games like The Last of Us Part 2 or the new Spider-Man game or games like God of War, where they changed how God of War plays, or Horizon Zero Dawn, all of these games. So I'm worried about that if Xbox is really gonna push a Game Pass. But again, it's like such a great service. Again, you have to think about the consequences having services like this. Also see how the market will change. So when everything began like Netflix, we only had Netflix. Then Hulu came. Then Disney Plus came. Then Apple Plus came. Then what else? HBO. Each company started doing their own streaming service. So maybe later we will have Epic Games. Now we have Epic Games Store. So Epic Games might do their own Epic Game subscription. So they'll remove all of the Epic Games from Xbox Game Pass and make their own service. And EA will do the same. And Bethesda will do the same. So we have all these different subscriptions. And it becomes such a fucking awful thing that you don't even want to participate. And it's going to happen. Because that's what always happens. Companies get greedy. You have such a good idea, and it ruins everything. Unless Microsoft is very smart about it, and they made like a contract where you cannot do your own service like us. You know what I mean? Or they have like a really strong pattern. I'm not kidding. If they need this to work, they cannot let others copy them, because the Game Pass, the Xbox Game Pass are just gonna have their own exclusive. So it's gonna be just Halo, Gears, and fucking Forza.
Well, we have to see. Well, mind you, I don't think game companies would allow that, man. They put so much money into these games these days. I don't think these game companies just want their games coming out on a streaming service. I'm pretty sure they want to sell copies, whether it be physical copies or digital copies, because in the end they get that money back, so they can develop more games. So I don't know. I guess time will tell, and you never know if some streaming service like that actually activates, like a proper one like Netflix. Then maybe the price will be maybe a bit more. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. Maybe the game companies get a much bigger cut out of it. It just depends, man. It depends what's going to happen with Game Pass, because it seems to be growing. This is the thing. It is growing, and you can see it's growing. People are like, oh, why would I have that when I can have Game Pass? You know what I mean? And get like all these games. So I guess time will tell. Time will tell. Right, let's get into your next story today. Next story is your favorite guy, Master Chief Halo. Halo the Master Chief Collection is getting crossplay this year. Crossplay with what, though? What? PC? Xbox? Yeah, what do you...
PlayStation.
I thought we it's getting crossplay. It's like, okay, but I thought it already has crossplay because it's a Microsoft thing. So surely you're already playing with PC gamers and Xbox gamers. That's it. No?
But apparently not.
So weird. So fresh off the release of Halo 3, Halo the Master Chief Collection will be getting crossplay before the end of the year. Developer 343 Industries has revealed that the feature will come to the first-person game as part of a package for their updates as well. So again, crossplay with PC gamers and Xbox gamers. That's it. I honestly thought that was already a thing.
It's not.
I love it. Yeah, no, dude. Seriously. So, I don't know. There's also mod support as well, which will be coming, so I'm sure you can run around as a panda or something whilst playing Halo, or shoot, I don't know, little Britney Spears or something. I don't know. There'll be some messed up mod that will come out. There's always that one guy who comes out with the weirdest mod ever, and you're sitting there going, how? Why? Where did this person even come up with that idea? So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, look, I've got Game Pass anyway, so these games will be on there. So if I want to play them, I'll play them. But I'm not dying to play them. And I don't know, multiplayer, crossplay, I honestly thought it was already out. So, nah. Should we go into our next story?
Sure.
Let's go into Cyberpunk 2077's senior designer explains what is cyber psychos. And I think I already read something about this. Is this when, like in GTA, when you start, sometimes you get a bit bored and you want to go on a killing spree, or I don't know, you want to just go and demolish a bunch of shit for no reason just because you want to see what happens. And then the police, you get like the wanted level in GTA. I think this is what this is. I think cyber psychos it's like the wanted level in the game, I'm presuming.
Yes.
You're not very chatty today. What's up? There's something on your mind.
There's nothing on my mind.
Today you've been like, yeah. Are you recording this podcast on the toilet?
No, I'm not recording on the toilet, but no. Like I'm trying to read what cyber psychos because I haven't read it yet.
Well, this is what I read before. I didn't actually read this article, but I'm just having a quick look now as well. So Miles Toast? That must be Toast. Well, anyway, he recently revealed that a few choice details about the up-and-coming new Night City open-world design. Apparently, once you do the prologue, you can pretty much go to anywhere you want in that world, which is cool. So if you want to start having a look around and doing stuff, you can start doing that. There we go. Here it is. Similar to how police mechanics work in GTA, players who embark on a killing spree might attract attention. However, in Cyberpunk 2077's system, it might be a bit more complex. They explain that they become cyber psychos. So it's like the most wanted in the city. So maybe you can make it. I bet that might be a thing, actually. Maybe they have like the top 10 cyber psychos as a list, and I'm sure there'll be online players who are, who want to be in that top 10 list. That might be quite interesting.
Okay. So
I like the idea of that.
Sorry?
I said, no, I like the idea of that. That's, maybe once you've completed the game, or I don't know, you're doing, I don't know.
You think you can reverse it? It would be so annoying. Like imagine you're like ranked very high on Cyber Psychos, and every time you're trying to do a quest, the police are trying to kill you. Every time they're gonna like follow you and try. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. No.
I really hope it's Keanu Reeves who comes after you. That's what I'm waiting for. You're breathtaking. Holy shit! He's right next to me.
Dude, how much are you willing to bet that developers are gonna insert breathtaking in some way of matter?
It's something that if they don't put it, I reckon they're gonna put a few Easter eggs for things like The Matrix, Bill and Ted, and I'm 100% sure they're going to put You're Breathtaking at some point in that game. If they don't, I will be very, very disappointed. I might have to write to the developers and say, excuse me, I want my money back. You didn't put Breathtaking in there.
You gave me hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment, but Breathtaking is not in it. No, sir. I want my money back.
We're not having any of this. So yeah, it looks promising. By the way, I'm really excited for this. I mean, it's CD Projekt Red, of course, behind it. The guys behind the Witcher game. So this is going to be. If I have a feeling that this will be the game of the year for 2020. I'm pretty convinced of it already. I've seen the way it runs, the way it moves. Watching gameplay, it looks crazy. Crazy.
So you're sure it's gonna be The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima?
Yes, I have a feeling because it's on all platforms as well. I reckon Cyberpunk is going to be the number one game of the year.
So that's game of the year title, but not winning every.
Oh no, not winning everything. No, like I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to get like something to do with graphical or graphics or something or art.
No,
100%.
Last of Us. The Last.
You think Last of Us? Well, I'm playing Last of Us now.
Yeah,
it's good. I do like Last of Us too. It's very nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah, probably The Last of Us 2 was not going to get best storytelling.
Well, so far, because I think according to my sister, I'm about halfway. So, because she's finished it. So I was asking her, how far am I? I got to the bit where there's those whistle dudes. When you walk into the park and they hear like, and I'm about there.
Oh, you're still with Ellie? You're still playing?
Yeah. Don't say anything else. Shut the fuck up. Don't say anything else.
Dude, you're so early in the game. You're not even halfway.
I think I'm half. My sister said I'm about halfway. I must be about halfway, surely.
No, you're not.
We will see. Anyway, let's get into our next
what do you mean we will see? I platinumed the game. I played the game twice.
That's horrible. Why would you play the game twice?
So I can platinum it.
That's horrible, man. That's what I don't like about these platinum trophy things. Okay, you finished the game now finish it again. Yeah. What?
Yeah, but the second playthrough, I just put it on light mode and I just ran. I skipped everything. People are like shooting me, I'm just running. People are shooting me, I'm running. Zombies trying to kill me, I'm running.
That just doesn't sound like fun to me. Yeah, man, I finished the game. I just ran.
The second playthrough, not the first playthrough, the second playthrough.
You may as well just do it at the first playthrough. It'll be the same.
No, because I already had all the upgrades, so I just run, put them in one position, and just throw grenades, and everybody just explode and die. So I just skip.
Do you have to complete the game in a certain time or something, or?
No. You have to fully upgrade your weapons. And there's not, even if you collect every single resource in the first playthrough, it's still not enough to upgrade all of your weapons. So you have to play the game again twice so you can get enough resources to upgrade everything. You probably just have to play half of the game. I only played one playthrough and half.
That just sounds boring to me. I think once I finish the game, that's it. I'm done. Unless there's new DLCs coming out or the stuff that I've missed, I would probably go back to it. But I wouldn't play through an entire game again. No way. Although I did recently do the Dead Space series 1, 2, and 3, but that's because I haven't played them in like 10 years. So that's why I did that. I completely forgot what they were about. So maybe then I would do a replay of a game. That is the only time. Right, let's get into our next story today. Lego Super Mario is the Super Mario Maker meets Labo, and it's pure joy. I don't know if I agree with that sentence. It's pure joy. I couldn't picture Chris playing with that. I couldn't picture you, dude, playing Lego Super Mario at home and thinking, "Wow, this is so much fun."
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't think I have a soul of a child inside of me?
At all, no, of course not. You don't have a soul of a child in you. The devil lives in you.
You have no soul.
Exactly. So let's take a look and see what they're taking about it now. So of course, I mean, they've taken a lot of this from things like from Labo, Super Mario Maker, because the one thing you've got to admit, Nintendo is good at making games or devices that's creative. This is something that they have been good at over the years. I mean, look at the Wii. Look at the new Switch now. It's crazy. They've always come up with something nice and new innovations. So I think the whole Lego Super Mario thing is kind of that building on that creativity. So let's see how it goes. I mean, you've got this blocky Mario. You've got what? And the only thing that gets me is this LCD
app.
screen.
So there's this app where you can share your own real life levels of the Lego, like in Mario Maker, so you can share them and people can rebuild their own levels, like your level, and have challenges of their own, which is cool.
Is that what? Hang on. So if you make something with this Lego thing, you can have it in Mario Maker?
No, there's an app. There's an app for this. So you take a picture of it.
Okay.
And it does and you can share it online, and people can recreate your level, right?
From Lego.
Yeah, you download the from Lego, and they can do the set of challenges or whatever.
That sounds awful. So basically, you download the app. It's something, obviously, and then you put your pictures of your Lego that you've made, which you could probably do on Facebook and Instagram. You know what I mean? Or you don't even need the app by the sounds of it. And then say, look at my level. Can you build it? Can you build the same thing? Yes, I can.
No, you can't, because maybe your level has these extra characters that you still haven't bought, and you have to go out and buy them.
Oh, I don't know. It's obviously, I think for kids it would be fun. Young kids who are getting into gaming and Lego. Because when you're at that age, it's cool. But I mean, I don't think that would appeal to me, even as a collector. I don't know. It's not, unless I just sort of buy the box, just leave it sealed up in the attic somewhere. It might be worth something one day later, but it's not something that really appeals to me as an actual product. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And plus, it costs $60, and you would get a Super Mario starter course, and then you start adding stuff to it later on. So, yeah.
DLC on a Lego. I thought I would have never lived to see the.
Cool. I think you had a second Lego story, which I think I'm going to jump to before we get to the next story. Was the Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. So I saw this online. Actually, my girlfriend was the one who actually told me about this first. She saw it in the news. So it's like anyone who's nostalgic like me, who grew up in that 80s and 90s era of gaming, will remember the Nintendo Entertainment System. So what Lego's done like a replica, where you actually get the TV, you get the system, you get the control pad, you even get a cartridge all made of Lego. It looks nice. It does actually look pretty cool.
It's $230.
That's the one thing I was about to say. $230.
It's $230. So you get the TV and the NES. They don't actually play any games, just Legos.
Just an ornamental
thing.
There's
2,446 pieces. There's no stickers, so you read the logos. Nintendo is actually painted on the Lego, which is cool.
Okay.
And you can it does open up, and you can actually put the cartridge, and there are springs. You can drop it down, drops down, drops up again, it pops out like an actual NES. And I think the size, it's relatively the same. The control, the control also, it's the same. And at the side, if you can there's a Easter egg you can remove on the side panel. There's the level 2, the World 1 level 2, a small setup on the NES system. whatever.
Okay.
And there's the
Whatever.
and there's the TV also. After you finish setting up, there's like what do you call, like a lever? You can
Yeah,
just
like a little turny lever thing. Yeah.
yeah. You turn it around, and Mario starts finishing the level. He jumps on the Goombas. He jumps from one platform to platform, and it loops. It's the World 1, Level 1, and it loops. And he jumps on Goombas and whatever. So that's cool.
Well, that's the funny thing I saw about the TV. I saw the commercial on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's showing all the features of this Lego NES. I was like, oh, cool. And I was thinking, is it, first thing you think, is that an actual NES or is it just like a replica thing? And then he built the TV and then you can watch Mario move and then he grabs that little lever and starts turning. I was like, oh, okay. That's what it is. So yeah, that was like, how many people are going to get bored of that? You know what I mean? Once they build it. I mean, it would be, if I had like, eventually when I get like a new house and a new place and I want to have like a whole video game area, this is something I would like to have build it and leave it like in a glass case or something. Because, it's cool. I think it's cool. If you're a collector of that sort of stuff and you've got a big nostalgia for Nintendo, I think it's very cool.
The issue with Legos is that I have never thought Legos are for kids. Because they're so expensive, man. Like, who would buy for your kid like a $300 Lego set or like $400 Lego set? Look at this. Pirates of Barracuda Bay is $200. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse buildable character, $180. Empire State Building, $140.
And don't forget, you got all those Star Wars kits, and all the big Star Wars fans are spending like, I've seen $500, $400. It's crazy.
I'm like searching and trying. I'm gonna like Star Wars. Look, the helmet. The helmet is $60. It's just a Stormtrooper helmet. Why is it $60? I don't understand.
Try. I want you to look at the Death Star Lego. How much is that now?
Death Star. $500.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm telling you, it's so expensive.
This is what I don't like about Legos. It's so look at this. The Imperial Star Destroyer, $700. Wow. Wow. The Millennium Falcon, it's $160. You might say, oh, that's not expensive. It is. It's still $160 for fucking
probably
plastics. Tiny. This is what really annoys me about Legos. They're so expensive. And you just build it and that's it. What are you going to do with it? You built it once and that's it. Oh my God. Was it worth $700? And that's what really annoys me because they're not cheap. As a kid, I had Legos, but I had the, fake Legos, other company. I used to buy a garbage can size Legos for like $10. And I used to get the manual or how to build a Death Star or whatever. And I used to build them with the fake Legos I got for like $10. So fuck you, Legos.
I had a lot of Legos. I used to have like big bin bags full of Legos, and my dad used to get pissed off when I was a kid because I used to empty the 2 bin bags in the living room and just start building shit, and my dad would walk in and step on all these Legos like, so my dad used to get really angry. So but I used to
had the fake ones also.
no, I had all the original ones. I bought loads of big ones, and Technic Lego was one of my favorite things as well as a kid. Right. Let's get into our next story before Chris starts cursing me. Next one is Ghost of Tsushima. So we've got 2 Ghost of Tsushima stories. One thing that I like.
You skipped.
What did I skip? Oh, you want to talk about the video game releases?
I mean, don't people want to know what game are releasing this month?
All right, let's have a look. August, what we got? We've got Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Scully. What's Scully? I don't even know what that one is. Fast and Furious Crossroads. I don't know. It might be good. You might have a nice surprise game there. You never know. It might be good if it's produced well. Chris is like, no.
Did you even see the gameplay? It's hilarious. I'm checking Scully. Okay, so Scully is looks like pinball.
Okay.
and the skull is the ball,
Okay.
and you have like trolls who make the map, whatever. It's
Sounds
stupid.
like fun. That sounds all right. There's a game that I'm interested to find out what it is. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon?
It's an anime. There's an anime called "Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?" So they made a video game about it.
I don't think I've seen the anime. I'll have to check that out.
I've never seen the anime.
No, I've never seen the anime. I'll have to check that one out. I've never heard of it. That's cool. I'll definitely check that one out.
Okay, so I'm checking the gameplay. Okay, so the gameplay is a dungeon crawler. Okay.
All right. You've got UFC 4. Fair enough. We know what that is. Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's coming out on August 18. PGA Tour 2K21. That's Chris is dying to play that. I know. That's August 21st. PGA Tour golf.
Oh yes.
Well, actually, this is a game I have been following a little bit because I'm interested to see how they do it. Samurai Jack. Because I used to love the TV show, so I'd love to see how the game turns out.
Dude,
I think that might be a good one.
Samurai Jack, the last season. Oh my god.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah, I love Samurai Jack. It's good. So I really hope they do well with the game. I really hope they haven't just done like a nasty rip-off of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not. No Straight Roads. I have no idea what that one is. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. I think I played Crystal Chronicles on... Must have been
Nintendo
GameCube.
DS.
Must have been GameCube. I'm thinking it's a GameCube game. I'm pretty sure.
No. It was Nintendo DS.
Was it DS? And I'm sure it came out on GameCube first, and then it came out on DS.
It was released on GameCube.
Yes, that's right. I knew I played it. I knew it.
Damn it. There's like a DS version, right?
I don't know. I mean, don't forget, GameCube is still a pretty little powerful machine when it came out. So, I mean, it was cool. So, yeah, I remember buying the GameCube because I think I wanted the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That's what I wanted. So, I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons why I got it.
Okay.
Anyway, that's Captain what?
Captain Tsubasa. Everybody knows this. It's Captain Majid in Arabic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know Captain Majid?
No, but I think I know what it is, though. So
Okay,
that's Rise of the New Champions. That's that football
It's like
thing, isn't it?
it was a very famous football sports anime. He used to play football.
Yeah.
He was Captain Majid.
I saw some of the gameplay. It looked alright, actually.
It's Captain Majid in Arabic. Everyone knows that's Captain Majid in the Arab world. So
Arabe, yalla habibi.
Maiden next. No one care. August 28. Project Cars 3. Never really like the Project Cars
Wasteland 3. Isn't that already out? Wasteland 3 on Game Pass? I'm sure I've seen that on there.
Wasteland. They made 3 games and I never heard of it.
I've seen stuff, but I think it's more like that kind of survival kind of thing, innit? I'm not really into that.
It's a top-down shooter. Okay, whatever.
Okay, well, I'll check that out. Descenders. That's on August 31st. And No Straight Roads. What's No Straight Roads? Because that seems to have popped up twice.
What's Descenders?
Descenders. No Straight Roads. I want to find out what that one is as well.
So I'm checking Descenders. It's like a bicycle game where you do tricks and go like down hills and you jump from ramp to ramp. Okay,
fair enough. And this other one, No Strange Roads, is
Straight Roads.
Is a band to EDM empire. It looks like a rockin' action adventure, but I'm not really seeing any gameplay. I'm just seeing people playing guitars. I don't know.
Exactly. How can they release a game with developers? Okay, there's gameplay. You just have to write gameplay. So what is it?
All right. It looks like a kind of like a hack and slash kind of thing, to be honest, where you hit them with the guitar. It look artistic wise, it doesn't look too bad actually. It could be. You never know. It could be a fun game. That might be all right. We'll have to see.
Okay, so
Cool. We've done that. Should we get into the next story then?
yes.
So Ghost of Tsushima is out now, and the campaign, the developers have said that since the launch, after 10 days of launch, they've noticed that people like to pet the foxes, which is awesome. Apparently, the little foxes have been petted within 10 days 8.8 million times. That's cool. That's kind of cool. Be honest, when you started doing the thing,
The fox dance, Inari.
yeah, did you start petting the foxes as well?
Every time I have to pet the fox. I can't just he looks at me and he sits and he's like waiting for me to pet him, and I just cannot live without petting the fox. It's cute.
Oh,
I'm not a monster.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's cool. But was there a time when you did the shrine and you looked and the fox wasn't there and you started looking for him?
Oh yeah. Sometimes you stumble on the shrine without the help of the fox, and when you pray it, the fox will be behind you, so you can still pet him.
But there was some times when you follow the fox, you do it, but then when you turn around, the fox isn't there.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's a couple of times I had that.
No, never happened to me. The foxes love me.
Nah.
I'm a foxy guy.
And also in Ghost of Tsushima, they were talking about the weather through Jin's journey as well. Depending upon how you're playing will determine whether you're going to have storms, that kind of stuff, especially if you're playing, I think from what I am reading, when you're doing more stealthy stuff, you get more storms. Is that it? Or depending if you're playing aggressive?
So it's like if you're more stealth, you'll have more storms. So because it goes with the, it's in the night and it's dark, so you're hidden better. It goes more with the mood. So if you go more to what do you call it? Standoff, I think you get more of a bright weather.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's like the weather is part of the gameplay. So
yeah,
it helps. But I think it doesn't matter if it's dark or light. I never felt like the enemies see you better or see you less better if the weather was, sunny or, at night.
I think it was just a matter of just being really cautious and careful of where you are and hiding properly. I think that was good. Although, at some point in that game, I got so badass, I didn't even bother hiding anymore. I just fucking ran in. You know what I mean? Motherfucker! You know what I mean? That's exactly what I would do because you know that you're not going to lose. It's like, you've become so tough in that game. It's like, you kill everybody in 2-3 minutes, done. The whole battle's over. You think, done, finished, right? Okay, let's loot. that's what happened towards the end. That was crazy. Let's get into your next story today. We're talking about Halo Infinite free-to-play. Multiplayer confirmed by Microsoft. That'll be cool. I'm presuming that'll be for Xbox Series X. And is it coming to Xbox One as well? I think it is, no? Or is it just a Series X game?
No, I think it's going to come with Xbox One.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, you'll be able to do multiplayer on that. I'm presuming there'll be cross-play between Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Well, we didn't even realize that there wasn't multiplayer cross-play before, so who knows? Maybe there isn't. But anyway, they've confirmed that the multiplayer will be free-to-play. I think this came off the backlash of people saying how the game didn't impress them that much.
Yeah, that's why they're like, it's going to be 120 FPS. But 1080p, they didn't mention the 1080p one, They are mentioning 60 4K, but they're not mentioning 120 1080p,
Yeah.
I think the game looks shit, mainly because it has to run on the original Xbox. So this is what I was telling a couple of episodes ago, that Xbox is not gonna able to show its beefy hardware because it's chained up of previous generations. So if they're gonna keep supporting Xbox One, they're not gonna able to show off the the hardware they need because it has to run on the original Xbox. Whatever. You get 100
fair enough.
120
well, mind
FPS.
you, this will be part of Game Pass as well, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll download it and play it as soon as it comes out and give it a shot.
So here's what I'm thinking. If you don't have Game Pass, you can still download the multiplayer and play it for free.
I'm presuming so because they're going for like a whole like battle royale thing, I guess. I'm like Call of Duty, like Fortnite. I'm presuming that's what that is.
I hope there's no battle royale.
Well, I mean, don't forget. I mean, even when you play Halo, there's like a lot of players online at the same time anyway. So it kind of gives you that kind of that's the aspect. Well, that's what I'm getting. The vibe I'm getting from it. So, yeah. I'd be excited to play it. I'll give it a shot. As I said though, I'll be playing it on Xbox One for the beginning. I'll be playing on Xbox Series X. Right, next story today, and this is a story that kind of like jumped out of nowhere for me when I was reading this. Anthem 2.0. New update. I'm presuming you put this one in for you.
I literally just put this. I'll be like, what?
Exactly. Because when I saw it, I was like, Anthem. I thought that game was like buried.
Me too. I literally just mentioned this in the news section, not because I really care. There's like a 2 point whatever update for like loot system, but Anthem. Jesus, people are still playing Anthem for them to update the game. Why?
That must be. Why?
Must be. I don't get it. It's like if you don't have money to buy a game, you can like download Apex Legends, and that's a free to play game. You know.
Exactly.
You can play Fortnite. It's free to play. You can fucking play Warzone. It's free to play. It's better than fucking Anthem. Oh, that's sad.
I know.
People who are playing Anthem, it's sad.
The studio director, Chris, was saying that...
his name is Chris.
Chris, yeah. He was saying that BioWare's goals for this update of the loot system, and he's talking about, a good player experience depends on the loot system, and a lot can go wrong. A lot did go wrong. We fell short, and we realized that building something new from the ground up is going to be required. They should have thought about all this shit when they were releasing the game. You know what I mean? All honesty, they're saying this now. A good player experience. Okay, dude, you released the game. When was it? Last year, wasn't it? Wouldn't they think, when they're releasing it? Okay, maybe some of these missions are a bit fucking repetitive. We should do something about this. Let's have a little baby running around, and we have to chase it. Man, think of something original. Do something. So I don't know. I'm not really bothered about Anthem. I played it. But you played Anthem for a while. You had like a bunch of friends. How was your experience with it?
I already said it was so garbage. We played for like 2 days and we were like, oof, sorry guys. We wasted and we were so excited, All of us woke up.
Everyone was excited because we were promised so much. That's why.
Yeah. All of us woke up at like 6 in the morning, so the game unlocks and we started to play together and we made characters and we started doing missions. After like 6 hours or 5 hours in, we were like, wait, did we already do this mission? This looks very familiar. And it's like after 5 hours, the repetition already started. Everything started to look the same. And the next day, we did the raid. We did like this mini dungeon and whatever. I'm like, is this it? We did another dungeon. It's like, this is the same thing we already did. And that's it. It's like we did all of the content in less than 3 days, and we were so fucking disappointed, and we just dropped it. It's like, sorry guys, we dropped it, and we were so excited because it's the same. There's not a lot of games like Anthem where we can just team up and play. The last game we did was Destiny 2, but we milked that, so we moved on. We went to the Division 2, which is also a good game. We milked it. And we went to Anthem as like, oh, so disappointed.
Oh, cool. Nah, I played Anthem for a bit and I just got bored after a few hours. I was like, nah. So, because I think I bought it cheap, like secondhand back in the day. It was like $15. I think I saw it in a video game store. They had like so many copies. I was like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? There's so many copies. I may as well buy one and try it. Yeah, right. Next story today, we're talking about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games that support 120 frames per second. And also they recommended some TV and monitors in this article as well. Let me scroll down because I did see the list of games. Yeah, some of the games coming out on Xbox Series X, for example. You got Dirt 5. Exo Mecha, I think we spoke about that game, wondering what the hell it was. Gears 5, Halo Infinite, the multiplayer, Metal Hellsinger. You've got Ori, the Will of the Wisps. I think that game would be nice, by the way, in 120. I'd love to see how that looks. Orphan of the Machine and Second Extinction. So these are some of the games that you should be able to get. I'm looking at some of the monitors that they recommend as well. Do you want me to mention the monitors? You still there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you were banging away at something. So yeah, some of the monitors that they recommend includes the LG B9 OLED, the LG C9, the LG BX, and the LG CX. Also, there's two Samsung monitors that they suggest as well that have HDMI 2.1, which is the Samsung Q9 0R and the Q8 0T, both QLED. And there's also the Sony, which is the HX90 and the X900H LED as well. So there's a couple of monitors you can look out for if you want to try and get 120 on those. And yeah, I mean, I think this is something that you're really excited about. Is 120 frames per second? How that's going to look?
120 is like most TVs can do 120, but on 1080p you cannot do 120.
Yeah.
You cannot do 120 on a 4K. You need HDMI 2.1, which my TV doesn't have. Sad.
Yeah.
But I'm not really worried about it because I'm 100% sure there's not gonna be a single freaking game that's gonna able to do 4K and 120.
Exactly. At least not for now, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe later on in the future, but definitely not now.
Even in the future, it doesn't have the fucking, unless it's an Xbox 360 game, sure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the hardware. Maybe, but I doubt. Maybe if it has like the PS5 Pro Edition or the Xbox Series X Pro Edition or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe. even at that, I'll be like really skeptical because even games like now, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, okay, it's still at 30 FPS, right?
Yeah.
So I really doubt games are gonna able to do 4K 120 even on the Pro Edition when it comes out. So you guys don't really worry about like, oh yeah, I have to like buy a $5,000 TV so it can has HDMI 2.1. Don't worry about it. Games were not gonna able to do like 4K 120. Your TV already has 4K 60. It can do 4K 60 if you go to the information settings on the PlayStation 4 Pro. If you have a Pro Edition, it can do 4K 60. So don't worry about that. Yes.
Let's get into your next story today then as well. PlayStation 5 feature which lets you load specific parts of a game detailed. So that's kind of cool. So maybe there's a specific mission or something that you really liked, or you can literally go. And the thing is, because of the new generation now, loading times would be cut so much. Hopefully it should be like instant. Yeah. So that would be pretty cool. Like if there's maybe a part of, I don't know, Call of Duty that you liked, one of the missions in that, or I don't know, maybe you're playing Horizon Zero Dawn, the new one. There's a mission that you absolutely adore. You think, oh, I'm going to go back to that. Boom, you'll get put at that exact moment where you want it to be. So that is a good feature. That's something I would like.
What I'm thinking is, it's like, rest mode, where you like put your PS1 in rest mode and turn it on, you're back where you like stopped, like in the middle of a mission. What I'm thinking is maybe this feature is like rest mode, but you can turn off your PS5, and when you turn it on and you start the application, you don't go through the whole menu and continue and whatever. You immediately jump to the mission.
That would be cool. Yeah. Anyway, like we were talking about, with the technology now, I'm pretty sure you should be able to do that. But straight away, maybe a few seconds, and then you should be there. You know what I mean? That would be cool. That would be really cool. And there's times when I've played like games and I'm like, oh wow, that was so cool. But then you can't go back because it's already, you know what I mean? It's already loaded and saved. You're like, shit. And so, you end up playing the entire game and then maybe you'll get a chapter selection on a game, but you've still got to play up to that point. You know what I mean? So I think if there's going to be something like that or something implemented in these games like that, I think that would be cool. I'm down for that. I think it's good. Right, let's get into our next story now. PlayStation 5 Pro version possibly leaked by Sony patent. I'm pretty sure they already had that in mind anyway, so I'm not really, you know what I mean? I'm not really sort of sitting there going, wow, they're going to release a PlayStation 5 Pro. Of course they're going to release a PlayStation 5 Pro. Like they're going to release a PlayStation 5 Slim at some point. There'll be like a fucking skinny version of it that'll come out later on, or it'll be a block, I don't know. PlayStation 5 Square, who knows what it will be called. But there'll be something like that. That's what Sony does. They've done that for years, so I don't know.
They haven't done it for years. They haven't done a pro version of a PlayStation. This is the first time they do it. Yes, they have done like a slim version or whatever, but still they have the same hardware. But the Pro is not.
True, but as I said, they've already done a Pro, so I was expecting a Pro for PlayStation 5, and I will be expecting a slim version of the PlayStation 5 at some point, or a different design of it. Like basically just a cheaper version after it's sold, made its money. That's when they decide to cheapen it a bit and make it smaller.
Are you okay with this decision? Like instead of buying a console every 7 years, you have to buy. Let's say you buy a console, an upgrade console every 3 years.
Well, to be honest, I'm not. For me, I don't really care that much at all. As long as I can play the games I want to play and have a decent resolution on the TV, that's all I care about. I'm not really into the whole 4K thing. And, at one point, 3D was a thing, if you remember. When games were coming out in 3D and shit, that went very quiet after a while.
Yeah, but 4K did stick around. It's good. It's not like a bullshit feature. It's good.
No, it's good. I understand, because this is going to be something that everyone's going to upgrade to. But this is where 4K was implemented in the last generation. But I think what you have to remember is that when they release something like 4K and it takes on, then that kind of feature comes in the future. That's when developers see that 4K is doing well, then they make sure that it's implemented into its next products. That alone goes with the TVs and the consoles as well. So anybody who's going to be upgrading after 10 years, because when was the last time you bought a TV? I haven't bought a TV in years. That's when you buy a new TV. It's like, there's new features out. You don't go out and buy a new television. So this is why I think that when they were implementing all these different 4K things, it was for this new generation that's coming now. This is when all this stuff is going to be implemented into it. And plus, over time, think hardware and stuff like that goes cheaper because there's always new technologies coming out later on. So that's my thoughts on it. That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay.
That's it? That's all you got? Okay.
Okay, but it's like I can't. I always need to have like the best hardware. So if I know I can play this game in a better resolution and with the better frames, I have to upgrade to PS5 Pro Edition, right?
Yeah.
So I can't. That's why I don't have a PC. That's why I don't have a gaming PC, because it's like if I see, oh no, a new CPU, it can give me like 3 FPS better and like a one resolution better. I need to have it.
No, I understand completely. Right. Next story today, let's talk about prepare for more Call of Duty, Warzone, and Modern Warfare cheating bans. Don't use third party software for Call of Duty because you will be hit with a ban. I think this has been going on for a while, but obviously they've been cracking down on this more and more and more. I don't know, what are your thoughts on this? Because I'm reading through it, and I don't think it's anything that we haven't already mentioned, to be honest. I think this is just a new clause from Infinity Ward saying what they'll do and what not to do. So I could read through it if you want, but I think we've already covered all this before. So
I know, but I like to mention it because I fucking hate the cheaters in Call of Duty. It's like sometimes you feel like this is bullshit. How did I die? This makes no sense, It's like it's cheaters.
Of course.
So it's like if you have on PC, I'm talking about, if you have a third party application, like let's say Marcos for like Call of Duty, avoid using that. And I think Marcos are kind of a way of cheating. Let's say, oh yeah, you click one button and it does like fucking, it slides and reloads at the same time, or it slides and jumps. And that's like, it's cheating, right? Because it does like two actions in one button. It is cheating. For me, it is cheating, you know. So, oh no, it's just Marcos, you know. It's not World of Warcraft, you know. It's not the same thing. It's helping you. Or like, there's like Marcos where you can like do bunny hops. I remember in Counter-Strike we can do bunny hops. Yeah, and it's like that's cheating, dude. Okay, you cannot do this move if you don't like have Marcos on your keyboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's insane.
Anyways, I'm like really happy. Don't cheat, and you'll be okay. Like win the game with your skills, man. Have some skills.
Have some skills.
Yes. Don't be a fucking, you know, a simp.
By the way, there's just one thing I want to mention. Do you remember when we were talking about petting the fox in Ghost of Tsushima? You know who the one of the main developers was of that game? Let me get his name. His name was Nate Fox. Okay. He was the creative director. Nate Fox was talking about petting the fox. What a coincidence, man! I swear. Yeah, this is Nate Fox. He wants to talk about petting the fox in Ghost of Tsushima. Yes, pet my fox.
I love the irony.
I swear. Right, your next story today is Star Wars Squadrons. It's going to be $40. It's not going to be $60. It's not going to be $70. It's going to be $40. So
$40.
$40. So this will be on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. According to Blake Jorgensen, the game doesn't have the same breadth of content as other more exclusive games, as it more focuses on a specific experience. So they're saying we always look at the games and we want to make sure that we provide great value for our players, and added, you know, games all have different scales, and most of our games right now have the same huge scale. So pretty much, I think this is something that me and Chris have already spoken about. I'm pretty sure the campaign is a couple of hours, and I'm pretty sure that the rest is going to be just for online. That's what
you're going to get bored by it
really very quickly.
So it was so obvious. Like, what can you do? Like, okay, sure, you upgrade your like spaceship. Okay, it's like, can you upgrade your guns? Okay, whatever. You can upgrade your guns. You can have. It's like they're trying to do Call of Duty but in space. It doesn't work. It does not work.
Well, anyway, I'd be interested because I like the idea of doing that, and plus that in VR, I think will be fun. That in VR, I think will be a lot of fun. But again, as you said,
in VR?
I hope so. I didn't check it, but you never know. But the thing is, as I said, and as you've been saying, I think it's gonna go very, very far. Like the replay value is gonna go very fast. I'm 100% sure of it. I mean, you're just going to be basically doing dogfights, flying around, shooting stuff, go bomb that, come back. It's, you know, kind of like Ace Combat, but in space. Ace Combat, don't get me wrong, I love the franchise, but I get bored in Ace Combat very quickly because it's the same shit. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen with that. Cool.
It's the same in Battlefront 2 when I played the space section. It's fun for a couple of like one or two. Then after like I'm bored. Another type of, you know.
Do something else.
Yeah.
Let's get into your final story today. Netflix developing Beyond Good and Evil movie, which will be directed by the Pikachu director. So that is Rob Letterman. The guy who directed the Detective Pikachu movie, of course, voiced by Mr. Ryan Reynolds. So, yeah, I think that would be cool. Beyond Good and Evil movie. But the fact that game, that they're making a movie about that, I mean, when was the last time we had a fucking Beyond Good and Evil game?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why would you make a movie out of franchise that's not popular anymore? Like, who knows Beyond Good and Evil? Who knows it? Seriously.
You know why? Because it was such a cheap name to buy, probably. You know what I mean? If it's developed by Netflix, I mean, these guys are, you know, they're just buying up all these video game names. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We'll give you Rayman. We'll give you rabbits. Here, take this one. Beyond Good and Evil. And then there's probably one executive sat there going, "Hey, there's a girl with a camera. Let's do something with it." You know what I mean? That's probably
Exactly.
that's probably where that came from. It's not because it was developed by. I don't think that Beyond Good and Evil has such a massive cult following. I mean, don't get me wrong, it probably has fans, but it's not like Metal Gear or something, or these franchises which have massive cult following. I don't see Beyond Good and Evil having such a big following like that. So it's beyond me. And plus, it's Ubisoft. Why wouldn't they do an Assassin's Creed TV show, for example, or because Valhalla's coming out. They should have done something with that now. It's crazy. It's a bit. I think it's a waste of money, to be honest.
Exactly, I agree. But Netflix is like, I bet you if I just wrote an email to Netflix with my script, it would be like, can I have $1 million so I can make this, teen series movie about a kid who's in the closet and it's not now, and he has to face his parents and his life or whatever, something very cheesy. Like this girl is in love, but he's actually, in love with someone else, blah, 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 like Netflix, okay, here's $1 million. Go make your TV series or movie or whatever. I never knew Netflix has so many original work. There's so many I did not even knew. I'm checking it like, oh my God, it doesn't end. There's so many of them, like, and each country has its own original series. Like, I didn't even know that. Like, Lebanon has its own Netflix series, and like Netherlands has its own. Like, Turkish has its own. Every country has its own original Netflix series, and there's so many. There's so many, like, hidden under like a bookshelf or whatever. How Netflix is funding all of this, I have no idea. I have zero idea.
They're making money from their subscriptions. I mean, how many people watch Netflix these days? I mean, even my auntie watches fucking Netflix. You know what I mean? It's not. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things that everybody uses now. Netflix. Like even like my girlfriend's mom will flip onto Netflix. It's like it's something that's part of everybody's life now. Is Netflix? You don't hear people say, "I'm going to go watch Hulu." No, I'm going to go watch Disney Plus. No, people say Netflix. That's like. It's embedded into people's heads is Netflix, especially in Lebanon. I mean, man, dude, you go to someone now and say, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm watching Netflix. That's the first thing they're going to tell you. I guarantee it. So, yeah.
But it's like Netflix has become like the App Store, the Android store. There's so much shit, series, and you have a couple of good ones. Umbrella Academy is good. What else? The Crown is good.
Yeah.
What else? Altered Carbon. What is it called?
Altered Carbon. Yeah.
That's good. What else is good? There's so many.
I like the fact that on Netflix you have a lot of anime because that's what got me into One Punch Man was watching that.
Oh, really?
Watch it. Yeah. There's a lot of anime on there, and I like that. By the way, there is one thing I do want to mention. Do you remember in 2017, we had a teaser for Beyond Good and Evil 2? And then I think at E3 the next year, they showed a gameplay trailer. And then they went quiet. They went silent. So maybe they're getting ready to drop Beyond Good and Evil 2, the game, and they're going to coincide it with this movie. This is what's clicking in my head right now.
What happened with Beyond and Good? Beyond, what is it? Beyond?
Good and Evil 2.
Good and Evil, like they came out and be like, we're gonna make this game together, and we're gonna beta test, and you're gonna give us feedbacks, and we're gonna like build the game, blah blah blah. And there's like, they're silent. What is it? What is this bullshit?
What is this fucking game? So, I'm looking at we might see something beginning of next year, or maybe towards the end of this year. We might see some announcement about it, maybe. And plus, they're talking about a movie now, so this is why maybe it's because of the sequel game. But I mean, the original game came out in what, 2002, 2003, something like that. Man, I just don't see it having such a massive. Again, there's just no cult following for this. So I don't know. Not unless they've been testing this game for years, and they know that they have a massive hit on their hands. But then again, when you have like video game movies anyway, video game movies are not that good anyway. So it's I don't know. It's going to be hit and miss. I think we'll just have to see when the game comes out.
It's gonna be hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Right. Is there anything else we need to talk about? I think that's everything today. Yeah.
We can talk about our feelings if you want.
Yes, I have an itchy sensation between my big toe and my little toe.
Okay.
Do you have any beef today or no?
Oh, I don't have any beef. Nope. Do you have any beef?
Not really, no. My beef is just, I don't know, I'm feeling a bit tired. I have a habit of falling asleep these days in the middle of video games, and when I wake up, the dude's just sort of walking towards a fucking waterfall or a wall. I'm like, shit! That's my only beef.
Okay,
have like
okay.
some kind of an app or something that wakes you up halfway through a game when it knows that you're not doing anything. That's what I think. That's my beef.
I'm gonna say one beef.
Okay.
Why some games, make my PS4 Pro sounds like a jet engine, like let's say Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Ghost of Tsushima looks even better graphically, and it seems it should run the game more hot, and it doesn't. Why? Why is that? Also, why does if I want to play Red Dead, like I understand Red Dead 2, right? Because it sounds like a jet engine, but you don't have to make it sound like that, you know. Maybe they don't know how to have it more power efficient.
I don't know.
I think it doesn't matter anymore because PS4 is gonna die soon, and Sony promised me personally, that the new console is not gonna sound like a jet engine. Like it really annoys me how loud it becomes. I cannot even hear the TV anymore.
Yeah.
So that's
the
my
thing is,
beef.
I think the only time I've heard my PlayStation I'm talking about playing Ghost of Tsushima, when the PlayStation Pro goes into a jet engine mode, is when the map was on. That was the only time it was like every time I put the map on, and then you come out of the map, it goes. It's like it couldn't handle it. I don't know what it was. I was like, that's so strange. Oh, cool. Actually, there is one little beef thing that I have. It's not really a beef. It's just something that popped into my head while you were talking. When you start the Xbox One, I like the sound it makes. Doodle-ding. You know the sound it makes on the Xbox One?
But that's not a beef. Beef is something you have an issue with it. You don't have an issue with the sound.
This is my issue. When you start the PlayStation, it just goes beep, beep, beep. It makes that fucking horrible beep noise. And you know what? Do you remember when PlayStation were doing their next generation fucking video? And we were waiting online. That's the noise that they put in there. It was the start of the PlayStation Pro, that beep, that noise. I turned around. I thought the PlayStation switched on. I was like, what the fuck?
The PlayStation is like the biggest snitch in a relationship, because you're with girlfriend and be like, oh no, come to bed and whatever, like you go to bed and wait for her to go to sleep so you can get out there and like turn on the PS4, play a bit. And it makes that loud beeping noise. Beep, beep. You son of a bitch.
That's what I really hope, that the PlayStation 5 has a nice startup sound. This is something that I was thinking about the other night, actually. I really hope they don't just put that sound that they put on with the PlayStation 4, like beep, because again, with the Xbox, it's a nice sound. It's like, it's a nice little sound that it has. It sounds nice. The PlayStation was like, they just didn't have budget for the last bit. It's like, fuck it. Let's just put this fucking beep, this fucking noise that switches on. So I really hope they have a nice startup sound, or they should have a voiceover that comes in. Hello, welcome to PlayStation 5. Something cool, man. Whatever.
Or you can customize the sounds, like,
ooh, yes. What's up, motherfucker?
Every time you insert the disc, you'll be like, ooh, yeah, baby.
Yes. Or when you start it up, it goes, ding, you have a large penis. Ding, oh, thank you. And then you play your games. That'll be something cool. Sony, put it in it.
Or when you turn it on, you'll be like, yeah, baby, that's how I like it.
I swear, something customizable. That would be funny. Right, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go to sleep for a little while. Chris, where can people find you online?
People can find me online on Twitter. It's at Taporian, Taporin, and you can find me on Instagram, also at Taporian, spelled the same way.
Cool. Just find me on Instagram, which is at Clint Maximus, and don't forget to join Where's the Beef Gamer podcast on Instagram and on Twitter. Just literally type in Where's the Beef Gamer podcast. You will find them. All right, mate. You have a good day, and I will be catching you by next week. Is that cool?
We're not gonna talk until next week.
Nope.
Thank God, yes.
Cool. All right, mate, go on. Take it easy. I'll see you next week, okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Follow us on Instagram at Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast.